Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing part 2 on this Ferrari 275. If you haven't seen part 1, go and check that out first and come back. We're going to have a look at what's been happening on the project because a lot has changed since the last video. We'll run through a few of the bits being trimmed and show you the car as it is now. Here we are with the seats. Barry's been working on these for the last week or so. The original foams had disintegrated beyond reasonable use, so new ones have been manufactured and fitted along with new Pirelli webbing, and we cleaned up the seat frames whilst they were all apart. Using the archive, we've got some original seat covers, so we copied the flutes and the stitching style to put these back to how they would have been when they left the factory, including the use of the Connolly Vomol leather. So to finish these seats off, we need to just address these lines here, pull them down so that they're perfect. We need to wrap the sides round, wrap the front round, and just generally finish them off and tidy them up so that they're absolutely perfect before they get fitted back into the car. So in part 1, I pointed out a few things that had been done incorrectly on this car when it arrived to us. The first being this back area here. The fluted panel up here is correct, but in the car when it came in, it had been continued all the way down here to the floor. So we have trimmed this in carpet as it should be. And then if we look forward down into the footwells, you can see this rubber mat. This is the correct profile for a Ferrari 275. We know this through our archive and removing bits of original trim over the years. So we were able to reference back to that and put the correct mat back into this car, which is a product we have available. So as you can see, other parts of the cabin have already been trimmed. The rear arches and quarter panels, the sills, front quarter panels, all of the cabin carpet is now complete. The headlining and cant rails have all been done. All that really remains on this car is to trim and fit the seats, the centre console, the dash, and then it'll be a case of detailing, just final fit and finish on all of the parts in the cabin. Another part we talked about in the first video was on the armrests. The door panels have been fabricated, trimmed, including the armrests. There's another video documenting that whole process, which is available on a link in the description. So if you haven't seen that one, please go and check it out. O'Rourke is just finishing off the door panel for this car. He's just putting the piping around the edge, and then that's ready to be screwed onto the car, and you'll see that a bit later on. So moving over to Jake, he's working on the boot carpet. He's taken plastic patterns of all of the boot panels that need trimming, transferred them over to the carpet, cut them out, and now he's binding them. We actually bind the carpets more than they would have been originally. The boots really were a bit of an afterthought, and it was just kind of thrown in there. You just bound the bits you saw. We bind all the way around because what happens when you don't bind it is over the years when you're in there cleaning or putting bits and pieces in the boot, the edges get frayed and then they start looking tatty in no time. So yeah, we do make some improvements there from original. There you go. You've seen where we've got to date on this project. You've seen some of the trim being done. You've seen some of it going into the car. We're not going to get it all done in this video. So what we'll do is we'll drop some footage in a minute and you'll be able to see this car all complete, ready to go back to the customer. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, it'd be great if you give it a like, share it, leave a comment if you've got something to say, and it'd be amazing if you subscribe to the channel. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.